Warning! This podcast contains a big mess.
Good evening and welcome to Big Brother, and welcome back to the As Seen on TV podcast channel for Big Brother 18. I am your host and Big Brother historian superfan Luke Labagnera. With me, if I am pointing in the right direction tonight, which I am, with me is my fellow co-host, friend, and fellow Big Brother historian Dom Greco.
Yeah, Fruit Loop Dingus.
Yeah, Fruit Loop Dingus, and...
We heard it again tonight. Unfortunately, it's not from Zach.
Unfortunately, no. It was just brought in as an example. And before we go any further, congratulations to me and Paulie. Tonight, Paulie and I have won the golden power of veto.
Nice.
But like Paulie's decision, we'll get into that in a second. But tonight on Big Brother, we are starting to see, after the nomination ceremony,
oh
Michelle,
my God.
Michelle is doing my head in. She is a basket case. It's a game. It's a game.
It's not only that, but Victor's nomination speech from the night before.
Epic.
From Sunday or whatever it was. Oh yeah, it was unbelievable.
I have not seen a nomination speech given since season 16 from Zach and Frankie. That was just epic. He didn't sugarcoat it. He laid it out.
Yeah,
he hit her. He hit her right where it hurts.
The whole house was shocked for different reasons, you know, the girls were shocked because it was, hurtful, and the guys were like, I can't believe you just said that.
Yeah, the look on James' face was just... The look on James' face just said, ouch.
Corey and Paulie were just, trying
laughing
so hard not to laugh in their faces.
Well, it was just so funny.
Oh, it's hysterical.
It was beyond epic. I mean, Victor's HOH is going down in Big Brother history for the week he was HOH this week. It was perfect.
Yeah.
But afterward, her cry sounds so fake though, and it's an attention-seeking cry. She's annoying.
Yeah.
Michelle, you know what? I understand, probably I would feel defeated if I was playing this game at some point, and I would be upset too, but I wouldn't go overboard and freak out like that. She cries over the littlest thing. Even Rachel Riley didn't cry that much.
Yeah.
Come on, I mean, Rachel was...
Even Vanessa didn't cry that much. Oh.
No, and Vanessa was a defeat streak.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but seriously, tonight, we did see that, the house is starting to see that kind of Paulie is kind of, running the house and kind of controlling everybody's gameplay, and including his own gameplay. But I'm still rooting for Paulie. I'm still a fan of his, and I'm kind of hoping he makes it further. But his flirtmance with Zakiya is kind of dwindling, considering that she is now nominated for eviction. And tonight, we have also seen, once again, the legendary hide-and-go veto. What a mess! With my OCD, I would freak out going... If I had to go find my... You know how they're going back and forth in the house running to find the veto cards?
Yeah.
Tonight, their reaction was the same as mine. I was literally yelling at my TV, a mess! What are you doing?
James going into the refrigerator and throwing the eggs was the funniest thing I've ever seen.
What is he doing? He's throwing the eggs. He wasn't even thinking. He's like, maybe I'll just go through the egg bin here and see if they hit a veto in the eggs. It's almost like he wasn't really looking for the eggs.
He wasn't.
He was just flip.
He wanted to make a mess.
He was.
That was his goal, was to make a mess.
Yeah, he was like, okay, I could give a shit less about finding a veto card. I just want to make a mess. I want to wreak havoc.
Yep.
He's going to be, I think his thing was Captain Camouflage is going to be promoted to General this year.
Yeah. General Camouflage.
General Camouflage. I think we have just promoted him, but last year, he did say, last season on season 17, this was the competition that won him the golden power of veto. He did win the veto during the last year's hide-and-go veto, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
If
I'm not mistaken, it was the same strategy that he used this year.
Yeah, it was pretty much the same thing. His strategy didn't change, but I think This year's hide and go veto took 4 hours and 35 minutes. They were dying, as
Yeah.
Paulie said. We were dying out here.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how much time do they have to go look for the veto. I know they have 5 minutes to hide it or less, but
I think they only have 10 minutes probably just to
look.
find. They didn't give a specific answer on how long they would need to find the cards.
See, I would have been super creative with my hiding spot. Like, I don't know the whole rules. Like, once you're in the house, like if they tell you certain rooms are off limits, like I'm pretty sure the HOH room is off limits. Because we don't ever see them go there. But
no, they don't go upstairs.
I would have tried to hide it in the hidden Paris room. That's where I would have went. But I don't know, that room may have been off limits as well,
I think I would have stuck with, where's a good spot in the Big Brother house that nobody looked at? You know where I would try to hide it? I know. If you couldn't go in the HOH room, but you could go upstairs, just not in the HOH room, I would have hid it under the rug, underneath the chessboard, across from the HOH suite.
I have a feeling that all of the upstairs was off limits. Yeah, now that you mention that, I think probably all of upstairs off limits because we didn't see any of them even look upstairs at all.
No, and in the past couple of years that they've done the hide and go veto, nobody was. Now that you mention that, I don't think they've ever went upstairs.
No, but the two last spots, the popcorn machine and the table, were brilliant spots.
Those were brilliant. And you know something? I think I saw Victor look into the popcorn machine. He didn't see it.
No.
Nicole's words proven right. Nobody saw it.
No. And me personally, I probably would have put it under the actual popcorn, in the machine.
Right. And the ones, now this veto, this is how it works, right? Whose name does not appear inside their board, or the names that appear on the board are the ones that have been eliminated, and
Correct.
the ones who aren't, and the one who isn't on the board wins the power of veto.
Correct, and you hid your own name, so you know where it is. So where Paulie was like, I almost feel like getting my own, card just to end this, whatever.
Right,
it would have been revealed that he picked his own name, so that would have painted a huge target on his back,
Right, but luckily he hid it in the best spot in the house, in between the big table and the island.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a genius spot. Genius. That's some my level hiding right there.
Well, so was Nicole's. Nicole's idea too, because she hid it to the black side where they would think it was all part of the popcorn machine. Nobody would see the veto medallion symbol.
It's probably another thing that I would have done. Maybe if I was in a super rush, and it was like my first time knowing about the competition, watching it is a different thing, because then you start getting ideas like, oh, I would have done this and this. But if it was my first time ever coming across this competition and I knew nothing about it, I probably would have hid something more along the lines of where Zakiya hid it, But now that I go into the house. Going into the house, if I ever got into the house, the first thing I would do is be like, where can I hide something? I keep that in mind going into the house, so I know, and it would probably be somewhere up high, because I like going up high where small little short people can't reach. Like, I would climb a mountain, shimmy my way halfway up the wall and put it on like a shelf that you couldn't possibly ever get,
Right. Too bad there wasn't a chandelier that's invisible in the house. You could have hid it within a chandelier that would blend in camouflage.
Yeah, exactly. Pull up a chair, put the chair on top of a table, stand on the chair, put it in the chandelier, whatever it takes.
Right.
Hide in a ceiling tile. I need something like that.
Yeah, but the basic thing would be to blend it in, to camouflage it so nobody would find it, right?
Yeah. Yep.
But anyway, after the veto competition, and when they came back into the house, the reactions were priceless. They're like, what? They're like, oh my god! But then after everything settled down, everybody just started strategizing and making deals. Let's get your, I want to hear what you have to say about PP time tonight, when Paul and Paulie were together. Do you think they're this is the first time I've ever seen them throughout the whole season disagreeing ever since their friendship started?
Yeah, I mean, not everybody's going to agree on everything. Like, that's the first, thing about friendship, is you gotta understand that not everybody's going to agree on everything. So this is the first time where they're differentiating. Paulie, I believe, even though he said that it's not letting his personal feelings get in the way. I think there is a bit of that. I don't think that's all of it, but I think there's a tiny bit of it. Because Zakiya is another person that would vote, in his favor. So why get rid of her when you can get rid of Michelle, who's a complete wild card? At least with Zakiya, Paulie doesn't have to worry. The other people in the house do, right? Everybody else does, but not Paulie. So why would Paulie want Zakiya gone? That doesn't make sense.
No, you're right. Well, on the other hand, James, as we know, got the care package this week, and this week he has the power to eliminate 2 votes to come live eviction night. So, who do you think would be his best pick to not vote for, to not make a vote, to not cast a vote? Who do you think he should pick to not cast a vote?
Paulie and Corey, or Paul and Corey.
Paul and Corey.
Yeah.
No. Oh, yeah, that's right. Because in a game strategic move, why do you think they would be good?
Because it's gonna keep Zakiya in the house, right? Michelle is just so emotionally, whatever. She's not gonna realize, oh, James used these and that's what saved me. Anybody's fair game on the table. The only person that she would not put up is Zakiya, right? However, if Zakiya stays safe, right, Michelle goes home, Paulie can be like, look, I talked to James. James is the one that did this so you could stay. So we all made this happen. This is how I knew you were going to be safe. Zakiya then is going to not only save Paulie, she's going to save James, right? That's a strong ally there. So Paulie is in a great situation because he's got Paul, right? And he's got the executives, and he's got all that. But he's also got ties to James, who's kind of like left out of the board, as they called it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Was James in the board? I don't think he was in the board.
Yes, he was.
He was in the board?
On the board for the veto tonight, yeah.
No. There's the executives and then there's the board.
Yeah.
Remember, it's a smaller group.
I think he's in both. The executives are the final 5 deal.
Okay. And the board was I thought the final 3. And I don't think James is in that, is he? I thought it was Victor, Corey, and Paulie.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Or Victor, Paul, and Paulie. There's the 3 of them.
I think you had it right the first time.
I don't think Corey was in it.
I don't know. It's hard to say. I'll have to go back and look it over.
James is not in the board. James is not on the board. So if that's the case, and Paulie's in the board, Paulie's in the executives, and Paulie's in the non-executives with everybody in the house but Michelle, they get Michelle out. Paulie's sitting so good. He's basically... huh?
He's basically not a target, is what you're saying.
Well, yeah, but he's running the house like... what was his... Derek, yeah. He's just like Derek. Paulie is Derek of this season.
Yeah, he's Dereking this season so far,
and
which
Michelle is the one that's realizing this, because she's the super fan. She's already said, to Zakiya, she's influencing Zakiya, saying, "Oh, Paulie's this," and he's going, "Really?" So Michelle is really close to figuring him out, So if Michelle stays around any longer, she's gonna start spreading this around the house, and this is gonna be bad. For Paulie. If Paulie's got to win.
So this is good. So I agree. For Paulie's game, it's a good move to evict Michelle tomorrow night.
Yeah, and I mean for James too. Because James is not gonna benefit at all doing it the way the house wants to do. It's just gonna be like, okay, everything went according to plan. They're not gonna be like, oh, good job, James. We're gonna, increase your chances to stay around here. It's not going to do anything for him. But if they do it the other way, then he's got new allies, and stuff with. Yeah, it might cause a little friction with Paul and Corey and Victor. Might cause some friction with them, but in the end, it's the votes that actually swayed it. So it's technically not James's fault. It's the people who changed the way they were going to vote. So.
Exactly, and I know James is trying to I can't even talk tonight. James is trying to look out for his best interest in his game as well. He doesn't want any blood on his hands, and you know what? He's like, I'm glad I won this care package, but, you know, at the same time, I don't want to get any blood on my hands. You know, I have to look out for my own game.
Yeah.
And also, James said something pretty big in his final diary room session for tonight about using his, you know, prize. Do you think that was right on his part, saying, last time I checked, this care package had my name on it, James, not Paulie's name, so this is James' decision.
That's true. That is true.
Right, I mean, but you know something? I think they're both playing a great game. Paulie's playing a great game. He's the puppet master, like you said. He's mastering his way through this game. He's playing so good that I could just see Paulie in the final two, and I could really see him winning this game.
Yeah.
I would like to see Paulie make it to the end. He's a great player. He's got a great social game. He wins competitions. He's a beast at competitions. He can pull this through till the very end and make it to at least the final three and the final two.
Yeah.
Is there anything else we have to cover? Oh, yes. We have to cover season 19. What have you heard?
Okay, so I heard 2 seasons were renewed.
Yes,
season 19 and season 20 renewed for the 2017 and 2018 seasons, right?
Summers, yep.
Yeah. And then there's the online one going around. So basically what's going to happen is I think it's going to be like a new series that they're testing the waters on. It's only going to be 10 weeks long, so it's going to be super short. Right. And I have a feeling they're just going to call it Big Brother All Access because it's on the All Access network, you know, the online package.
So they're basically testing the waters for the 10-week season.
Yeah, so it's technically not Big Brother 19, but it's something new to carry us over and to try. So we'll see how that goes.
Right. If they do a Big Brother All Access, did you want to do a podcast for that, or do you just want to keep it in the traditional seasons?
We'll see how it goes. We'll figure that out when we get closer to it.
Okay. Well, let me just finish off by saying, how does it go? Get 24/7 live video from inside the Big Brother house with the Big Brother live feeds. Go to cbs.com/bb18 to try it for free. Yep. And who will be evicted from the Big Brother house, Michelle or Zakiya? And plus, it's a double eviction special episode. It's a week's worth of Big Brother in just 1 hour. It all happens live Thursday at 9, 8 Central on Big Brother.
It's going to be intense.
This is going to be an intense and hopefully kind of an expect the unexpected part because they're expecting when double eviction is coming, so it's really going to hit them tomorrow night.
Yeah. So,
we shall get into that tomorrow night. Dom, where can the people find you?
You can find me down below at Phenomenon, PHENOMEDOM.
And you can find me down below at Zupa23 on Twitter. Dom, take it away.
You can find us all and more on Facebook, Gmail, G+, Twitter, MySpace, and right here on YouTube at /ASO TV Podcast for some more podcasts for some of your favorite TV shows, games, and movies.
Oh, yes. One more thing, too. I just want to bring this out. I told you I was bringing it out during the live feed. We are going to define Big Brother by my famous Amazon Echo.
Oh.
Let's listen closely before we sign out. Alexa, define Big Brother.
Big Brother has a couple of meanings. As a noun, 1, a totalitarian leader and invader of privacy.
Alexa, stop. Wait a minute. Let's try that again. Alexa, what is Big Brother?
Big Brother is the British version of the international reality television franchise Big Brother, created by producer John DeMol in 1997.
So Big Brother has been around for 19 years.
Mm-hmm.
Well, from outside the Big Brother house, I am Luke Labagnera and Dom Greco. Good night.